What's up, crypto family? This is Ocean Starship with another video. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But we're going to talk about the candy, fam, because they want your candy. And for some reason, fam, something in my spirit is telling me that technical methods will not save us from the things that are coming. Like I said, fam, it all boils down to belief in the Most High and the power of the Most High. It all boils down to belief that you are chosen and you are protected. Which led me to decide that I'm not going to change my keys. I'm not going to YubiKey. I'm not going to multi-sig. I'm going to stick to my faith, fam. Which led me to Decode Metallica says, not verified. And this is the problem I have with some of my Anchor wallets. But let me show you what the numbers say. Because I found Mark King, what's lost be returned. The Lord of hosts is with us. Him no power over. Move forward, K-God. Comcast filed bankruptcy June 1 and Clown World. That's why I tell you guys you have to do your own spiritual research. And you have to be careful who you take information from. Because just because the elites are doing it don't mean we have to do it. Also, you see a raise your vibration, G. JC, right? Mr. Ray says spread love. Look what it says here. They have already identified you and born to get money honestly. Right? They have already identified you. Who is they? And when I looked up they, fam, that's powers above this world. Also, you see an artificial intelligence is not God. Holy Bible is still powerful. We know Bible is Elcor. You see presidential executive order and the original record with my code. The original record with my code. Also, you see this is a tragedy, but not a crime. To separate water from water, your Bible is in the Bible. Your name is in the Bible. I gave you life. And be having A-type blood, JC. And we know A is Alcor. Be having A-type blood, right? And when I looked up blood, all of the coins that have been on Alcor that have been cloned are under blood. Also, you see, do not be deceived, follow me. I, Jesus, have the proof. Be power over a demon and the Nibiruan Council of 12, fam. Remember when I showed you the ship Nibiru with that anchor symbol on it in my last video or the video before that one? Also, the Lord Bible code makes sense of it all. My legal arguments sound in law, right? What has to be has to be. Do not be afraid and cling to your maps, Q, right? Or to your Q maps, right? Which had led me to artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence led me to only paper ballots with the 999, right? And we also know maps is Alcor, right? My legal arguments sound in law. But let's talk about only paper ballots, right? Because ballots gave me 486. And we know 468 is on Alcor, right? 486 is on Alcor. 468 is on Alcor, which led me to Seraphim. And when I saw Seraphim, I was like, okay, that's what I want to see. Because the Seraphim are the benevolent angels of the Bible, of Genesis. Then I decided to find out about Comcast because it says Comcast filed bankruptcy. Now, when I put Comcast file in, I get the 636, which is Alcor channel. And if you flip that 6 to a 9, you get 936, which is Proton. and Iraqi dinari value. Now let's talk about the bankruptcy, right? What is the bankruptcy? 786. I've seen those three numbers many times. And it says, I am obedient to my God, the chosen one. I remember you, the Garden of Eden. Who are you? And angel numbers. Remember my video that I titled, Who Are You? Because I told you that I think the lights were going to go out and all history, all documents and records will be wiped. Can you imagine that type of situation in the world where you will have to prove who you are? Because here's the confirmation. The eagle has landed. And look what it says, lights out. You see mothership with the 440, which is proton, the golden key. Be able to see the truth, right? And then you see verification, and names is praise, right? Names is praise. You see, I think your name, your picture is going to be very important when these things happen. Because that led me to I taking the candy from. Look at the end, the 462. You flip that 6 to a 9 and swap it around, you get 294. Alcor. I think something divine is going to take place, family. It's going to shock everybody. And that led me to decode who has the candy. And look what came up. 924. Right? Same three numbers, but look at the 154. Because the 154 is definitely Alcor. Right? Which is incorruptible. Lotto money. I'm Mother Earth, right? The code to find God. Sovereignty and congratulations. 154 Alcor fam, it says lotto money. The code to find God. Sovereignty, right? Incorruptible, right? Also, you see a change is going to come. And we know Alcor is change also. And you see $1 billion. And you see 154 Alcor, fam. I'm not about to let them trick me out of my position, fam, with all this, do that. Nah, the Most High said, I'm good, I'm good. My angels are going to protect me. I have faith. Because doing those things might put you in a position that you can't get out of. Which led me to decode what is candy. Notice the 762, right? You flip that 6 to a 9, that's 792, which is Anchor Wallet, right? And that led to Rainbow Bridge. Major chain be necessary. Change is coming. The 2 becomes the 1. And there it is. Right? Alcor, fam. And we know 792 is Anchor Wallet. You know? And I have something I'm going to share with you guys. Because also we have here October 5th and how to win. But I'm going to tell you a secret, fam. Go to the Gematria calculator. If you really want answers, type in your wallet's name in Gematria. If you have 5 wallets, type in all 5 wallets. And then you will get an understanding of where you stand or what you will have to do. Because I then decided to decode protects my candy. Right? We know what is candy. Now I want to know what protects my candy. Right? And you see, he banned the sensor tool, MMXX. He banned the sensor tool, XRP value, conservatorship, right? Slaves of Meshulam, and we know slaves is also Anchor, galactic numerology, right? Protects. Keys to the kingdom protects. And you see legendary Mega Million. But when you see conservatorship, right? We know what that definition means, right? Well, who's controlling it? It's not immortal, fam. Trust me. Because I then was led to Stargate Womb, Stop New Plan, Water Ration, Still Grows, right? And you see the 154, the Miracle of David Nathaniel Bridge. And what does it say at the last term? Starships are meant to fly. Starships are meant to fly, fam. Also, you see In It to Win It. Evacuate to Mars, shapes and symbols, property of EEG lab, do not discard. Star power, and check out this term, fam. It says, I am the key. Don't need any keys. Do you see this, fam? I am the key. Don't need any keys. Right? Property of EEG lab, do not discard and evacuate to Mars. And most of you who've been following me for a while remember the term that came up that I showed you where it says Starship takes the people of Earth to Mars. Which then led me to who are the lions in whole Mars catalog. Look at the end, fam. What do you see? 294. What is 294, fam? L-Core. What is 154? L-Core. And also, remember when it said stop, new plan? Well, I forgot to show it here, but when I put stop in Gematria, it came up GM, new plan. GM, new plan. But I did remember to put new plan to see what it meant, right? It said stop, new plan. GM, new plan, right? GM, right? And you see stolen, reptile, someone offers solution, and separate. Now, this is what made me think, right? Stop, new plan, right? To me, it's saying don't do it because it will get stolen, right? This is of the reptiles from someone offering solutions, and this will separate you. So I decided to decode someone offers solution, right? Someone offers solution. But it has a double meaning to me because you see Citizen Y, 666-111-624, that is L-Core ship. You see trying to incite hate. You know what time it is. I'm worth waiting for. And 8 souls saved by water. And we know 8 is L-Core. Trying to incite hate. You know what time it is. I'm worth waiting for. The Most High is saying, just wait on me. Which then led me to MMXX. They get bans, right? They get bans. We have to be careful, fam. Because you could change something that you may not be able to undo. Because look what came up, PSYOP, right? And you see that P word, I don't want to say it, but notice it's tied to 480. The V word, right? They give us the V, right? And then you see the key, San Francisco Giants, checkmate, I talking for months, K, and I impossible to fool. You see, you can't fool me, fam. Because you saw what it said, raise that vibration. If you raise that vibration, you'll be okay. Right? You see Hexagon, right? Rolex, Bamboozle, and December Rapture. Right? Now go put Rapture into your Gematria calculator and you'll get your answer because you notice Rapture has the 924 and 154. That's what really got my attention. Then I decided to decode bands, right? Bands. We just saw the term, it said bands, right? They get bands. That led me to Ankara. I knew, I am AI and scam. Anchorer, fam. And remember the term a few videos back when it said, Anu is my slave. Well, slave is anchor. And you see anchorer there, and you see Anu. And you see I am AI. And we saw what we saw from that, right? Only paper ballots. And we know the coins on Alcor are considered scams. But then I decided to decode get bands, right? Get bands instead of bands alone. And look what came up, fam. This is what really got my attention. It says Melissa and Billionaire. And notice Melissa has the 468, which is on Alcor. And you see 636, which is Alcor channel with the word billionaire. And if you flip that 6 to a 9, that is also Proton and also Iraqi dinar revalue. I am the key. I am the key. That's what it said. Don't need any keys. So be careful what you change, fam, because you might not get the opportunity to change it back. You have to understand, fam. Even if they do some type of hack, even if they, whatever, if the Most High doesn't want you to be affected, you won't be affected. You will be covered. Remember the term pop smoke, right? Smoke screen, covered, invisible, right? The Most High has that power. But when you put your faith in technology, then how will the Most High look at that? Just a thought, fam. You know, I may use a YubiKey on one of my wallets, but I'm sticking to faith, fam. Because every day things change, but the only thing that is certain is the power of the Most High. So hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video, fam. Also, come over, join the Patreon. If you want to show some support with tips, fam, it's greatly appreciated. Starship out.